Greetings, Twin Flame Lover. Hey, it's Dr. Amanda Noelle, the Twin Flame Matchmaker, and I've got a really juicy video today because someone asked, as I asked, and probably you are asking right now, how do I get over my twin flame counterfeit, or do I need to get over a false twin flame in order to be ready for my true twin flame? So stay tuned. So there's good news and bad news. The bad news is that your false twin flame, what I call a twin flame counterfeit, was probably a narcissist. And the bad thing about that is that your heart got totally punctured, deflated, splattered because you were conditioned. We were conditioned as children, especially little girls, to believe that someday my prince will come and save me. And so what happens is we are sitting there, pants down, our twin flame, so-called twin flame, but a counterfeit, is running away from us, and we've given them everything. We gave them everything on our golden platter of love. And so you might be feeling like you're running on empty. You might feel like you have no more love, no more trust, that you are just done, that your heart is totally contracted. And even if you force it, no man or woman will love you back, and you certainly can't love them back. I know that was the conundrum that I was in. On a soul level, I knew I was ready for my twin flame. I'd done a lot of healing work after my false twin flame had stepped out, or more accurately, run out, totally ran off, and had moved on to other women, and years had gone by. 5 years had gone by. And I was on a soul level like, okay, like, where's my true twin flame? I went through hell, and come on. And the thing is that is part of the twin flame journey, is being completely defeated, depleted, and surrendered. So I know you're thinking that you have to just get over him a little bit more, or you have to just be a little bit stronger, you have to work on yourself, and you have to get all of your blocks cleared. And on some level, there's truth to the fact that you do need some healing. We do need support of our hearts and psyches, and we don't want to just not learn the lessons from our narcissistic twin flame runner, or our twin flame counterfeit who mistreated us, and we were out in the sky fantasizing and we didn't realize we were making a deal with the devil. So yeah, there's some learning that we all need to do, right? We want to not repeat that. And if you have spent some time healing, you've gone to counselors, coaches, you've meditated for months, you've really done a lot of work, and maybe the grief has gone down. You're not, having trouble getting out of bed every morning, but maybe you're just having trouble imagining yourself with love again. That is a place where actually it's a great idea to move on. There's going to be that part of your mind that's like, I'm not ready yet, I can't do it. But I want you to know that there is a wise person inside of you that has been recently cultivated, a discerning part of you that is not going to attract the narcissist anymore. Right now, you associate that traumatic narcissist with, holy fuck, that's not what I want. Versus before, you were like, oh, that's Prince Charming, he's going to save me. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You know that's not amazing anymore. You know that you are amazing. You've done such deep work. And if you haven't, that is important. So the goal before meeting your true twin flame, if you've had a twin flame narcissist, a runner, a counterfeit, you want to fall in love with yourself. You want to get to a place, this is the most important piece, is you want to be so deeply devoted to yourself, not to a fantasy of someone else, not to becoming this fantasy woman for someone else. Getting real and raw in love with yourself, and being that mama bear that's like, no, you cannot date my daughter. No, you're a twin flame counterfeit. I can tell because you are a narcissist, and I'm not taking that. I'm not putting up with that. That's not sexy. When you can love yourself and be that powerful parent for yourself, and when it becomes apparent, the truth, even on the first date, when you can sniff out those little lies, those little disconnects where, oh, you can see now, oh, he's got a wandering eye, or, oh, I just noticed, we went on a date, and he talked about himself all night without asking me questions. and really cutting that early instead of being all turned on and like, oh, I want him to like me and I want to jump through hoops. You know, whatever lessons you learned from the first one, if you are noticing that you've gotten wiser, more discerning, then yes, you can move on to really dating for your twin flame. And take it slow, because you got all the time in the world. Maybe you don't, maybe you want to have children, but the slower you go sometimes, the more you really breathe into your dating process, the more you take the first date slow, the second date slow, the more you know you're not with a narcissist, a runner. So, in summary, you don't have to have it perfect, you don't have to be completely over this person. It's actually going to serve you to call in your twin flame, your true beloved, someone who can truly be there with you. I know in my journey, when I called in Jack, my real deal twin flame, actually couldn't have healed all the crap with my counterfeit unless I'd met Jack, unless he'd been there to hold me. And it was embarrassing. I was like, oh my God, it's been 5 years since my twin flame counterfeit walked out. But the scar tissue was on such lockdown, it was so painful, that when I had someone who could unconditionally love me through it, and we could laugh through it, we could cry through it, and I was there for him and his twin flame counterfeit story, and any of his karmic soulmate stories, and our inner child stories, because it's all connected, right? We're only calling this energy in because it's the energy from our past, it's those echoes from our past. So, would you like to have a beloved who's true, who's truly there to hold you, who's not there to fix you or be your therapist necessarily? There might be moments of that, and he might actually be a healer, counselor, coach, or therapist. But would you like someone who can be there step by step with you to nourish you, and to be with the awakened woman, enlightened soul, and discerning mind that you are today? And if you're not quite there yet, if you are still melting on the floor, get the support you need. That's why we have our course, Identify and Bust Your Twin Flame Love Block, so you don't rinse and repeat the twin flame counterfeit story over and over, or karmic soulmates. You do the clearing work on your 11 twin flame chakras. But once you've moved beyond that, by all means, go out there and look for true love again, because love heals all. Amor incit omnia, the ancient Latin motto. Thanks for joining me today. Click the link below if you are interested in Identify and Bust Your Twin Flame Love Blocks. We go through each of the 11 chakras. It's an incredible crash course into clearing out your past and to healing your heart and all of your chakras, returning back to the source of who you are, into true twin flame love before you even pull in your partner, so you can have that clean slate. All right, lovely soul, click subscribe, and if you liked it, give a little thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video. Namaste, namasko.